Yevgeny Kafelnikov, a pleasure to talk to you. First of all, what's your job nowadays?
I'm obviously the vice president of the Russian Tennis Federation, and involved obviously in the developing game of tennis in Russia. And meantime, I'm trying to, as you can see, help to develop a juniors program here. So that's pretty much what I do now.
You won the Davis Cup yourself in 2002, right? Yes. What's the current state of Russian tennis?
To be honest, the women's tennis is doing fine, as we always had. Men's tennis is in a bit of slump at the moment. I don't know the reasons why, but there is probably many explanations for that. Hopefully, we can turn it around like we had in the late 90s and early 2000s when myself played, Marat Safin played. At that time the game of men's tennis was in the right spot, but unfortunately it's not the same these days. But again, with the young generation what we have, like Andrei Rublev, Karen Khachanov, they we are really hoping that they're gonna bring up again the level of tennis like it once was.
How big is Davis Cup in Russia these days? I mean, there's not that many spectators, but how big is it?
To be honest, I think months of July it's pretty tough months. Everyone's on holiday. But again, even yesterday, what we saw on the first day of the Davis Cup, we saw fans are quite passionate, quite dedicated. They love the sport. And the Davis Cup, it's always been main attraction in the team sports in Russia. I never missed actually any Davis Cup ties. I always like to play in front of the home crowd. So, and I think towards Davis Cup, all the Russian players feel the same way. They always play whenever the captain calls them for the team.
What do you think the Russians will do today? Do you expect them to beat Holland today and make a 3-0 score?
To be honest, I was a bit surprised with the results of the first day. 2-0 we're ahead. Obviously I'm very happy that the team's doing fine, but the Dutch were, on the paper they were quite favored, to be honest. And again, 2-0, it's not the final score. Anything could be possible. If the Dutch wins the doubles today, 2-1, it's a different ball game. But again, our guys, as far as I know, they're preparing well. They want to finish the tie even today. They don't want to have a difficult time tomorrow.
Today, Marat Safin will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Any thoughts about that?
I'm happy for him. He's one of the characters that fans always love to see. He was great for Russian tennis. Good luck. I mean, I'm very happy, for him being inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Any special memories about Holland? What do you think of when you think about Holland?
Well, I'm thinking about my partner Paul Harhurst, that we won the French Open with him in 2002. Unfortunately, we didn't win it the last year. I have played in 2003. We lost in the final to Bryan brothers. But again, I always enjoy. I played Rotterdam tournaments every year since 1994. Since basically I started my professional career. Always loved the people there. They've always been, very supportive. They always liked my game, and again, nothing but the kind words.
You mentioned Harras. I remember a special Harras match you played in Rotterdam.
Yeah, in 1995, I had 2 match points against Paul. He beat me. I was really upset. But again, I think very next year I lost to Goran Ivanisevic in the final. But luckily, again in '99, I won the tournament. So it was my name still on the board. It's nice.
It seems tennis is still a big part of your life.
It is. I'm 42 years old, and I'm getting to the stage where I feel like it's about time I give back to the game that I pretty much love. In terms of helping the juniors, they always come to me asking me for the guidelines, what they should do, what they shouldn't do, and I'm very open-minded. I give them any right ideas.
Many former players now in the players' boxes, of course. Big players: Lendl, McEnroe,
yes.
Becker, Krajicek even.
Richard started, yes.
Are you the next?
To be honest, I haven't been called yet, but perhaps I might consider it in the future. But again, if I wanted to do something like that, I need to find the right player that I will get along with. on the court as well as off the court. You know, I would be gladly to help someone if we were on the right if we had the right chemistry again. But it's obviously it's going to be difficult to find one now. But who knows? You never know.